The talk is over. The truth at Diriyah.
We always raise the bar here in Saudi Arabia. We always host a great fight.
For the heavyweight championship of the world, from the kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
The world will be watching.
Anytime, anywhere, any place. Ah!
The problem, child. Why they call you that? Because I'm a problem for people in the ring.
February 26, his boxing career is over.
You'll see who the real professional boxer is.
Without the cameras, this guy's nothing.
The talk is over.
This guy's getting knocked out.
The truth will set you free. Oh, I'm knocking this dude out. Make sure to get your tickets for the truth. February 26th, Diriyah. You don't want to miss this one.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أصحاب السمو الملكي الأصدقاء الإعلاميين حضورنا الكريم، أهلا بكم في عاصمة المملكة العربية السعودية الرياض في آخر محطة قبل النزال. نحن على بعد يوم واحد من معرفة الحقيقة في الدرعية. من يا ترى سيتوج أمام العالم؟ جيك بول أم تومي فيوري؟ Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, welcome to the final weigh-in here in beautiful Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. We are now just a day away from one of the most exciting and highly anticipated moments in boxing history. An event that brings two huge names together in the ring. Finally, tomorrow at Diriyah, we will discover the truth. Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. We also have 7 fascinating fights, 4 of which are proud Saudi boxers, and the WBC cruiserweight world title between Badou Jack and Ilonga Makabu. ليلة مليئة بالإثارة والتحدي، 7 نزالات منهم 4 ملاكمين سعوديين بكل فخر. نزال لقب العالم للWBC cruiserweight بادو جاك versus إلونغا مكابو، وأخيرا نزال الحقيقة في الدرعية Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. This weigh-in is the final moment of the countdown, a fight night that could not be missed here in Saudi Arabia. Let's get this started. I'll pass it over to our big fight night presentation team. Christina and Sean, over to you.
Thank you, Yasir. It is a pleasure to be here in Saudi Arabia for an event of this magnitude. The truth is just a little more than 24 hours away. It is going to be live Sunday, February 26th on pay-per-view. Check with your local cable providers to see how you can purchase the pay-per-view. In the UK, it's available on BT Sport Box Office and digitally exclusively in the US on ESPN+. I am joined by 2-time welterweight world champion, Showtime, Sean Porter, and the head of boxing for Skills Challenge Entertainment, Amir Abdullah. And Sean, I'll start with you. You've been a part of some major events in this sport, pay-per-views, fighting, and broadcasting. We're here at a palace. Everything has felt like royalty this week. Could you put into words the magnitude for the people at home of what this event feels like being here?
It's amazing. I'll just speak as a fighter. We grow up and we see Caesar's Palace. We see the biggest and the baddest getting in the ring, doing what we want to do one day. And we have aspirations to be on those big stages. I have had opportunities to do it, but being here in the kingdom and feeling the energy around everyone, how generous and welcoming everyone has been, this has truly been a kingdom experience. And this weekend with Tommy Fury and Jake Paul, they're going to top it off.
And Amir, for the people at home that maybe don't quite understand what an event of this magnitude is like, not only to put on, but for the fighters, young and world champions alike, that are sharing this huge stage, could you put in the words what this means to those fighters and also to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
Well, first and foremost, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Assalamu alaikum. I'd like to welcome everybody that's streaming around the world. Of course, Christina and Sean, welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. what Saudi does is unprecedented. And I've used that word time and time again in the press conferences and the interviews. Everybody's like, why is he stuck on that word? Because I don't have another word. It's unprecedented.
Yeah.
You've got the biggest influencer, arguably in the world, turned boxer, and now he's facing a legitimate fighter in Tommy Fury. Jake Paul taking on Tommy Fury is the main event. But you don't just have, a normal undercard. You've got a world title fight. Badu Jack, the challenger, taking on Ilunga Makabu, the champion, for the WBC cruiserweight title. Two fights that are really main events in their own right. This couldn't happen without the support, of course, of the Ministry of Sport, and of course, Prince Khalid bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, who is the chairman of Skill Challenge Entertainment Enterprises, who has taken such a role in bringing boxing on a huge stage, not just to the Saudi Arabia, not just to the Middle East, but to the world in whole. And you heard his vision at the press conference. What does this mean? I don't know if there's words to explain what it means. It's unprecedented.
Unprecedented.
Look at the fighters that are here. You've got Mike Tyson here. You've got the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney here. You've got the heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson Fury here. Logan Paul's here. Sean Porter's here.
Come on now.
Everybody's here.
All right, well, they're here and they're waiting, and we're getting ready to weigh these guys in on this scale. So more from us in a little bit. For now, I will send it up to the stage with Thomas Schreiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to this weigh-in as we get set for a historic night of professional boxing in Saudi Arabia. We want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Sport, and of course His Highness Prince Khalid of Skill Challenge Entertainment. This great event will be televised live in the United States on ESPN Plus and in the UK on BT Sport Box Office and in South America on DAZN and Fight TV. You can also watch the preliminary bouts on the Boxing Arabia YouTube channel. We are going to begin the weigh-in process with our preliminary fights. First to the scale, we will welcome, fighting in the lightweight division from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, let's welcome Ziad Majrashi. For Ziad Majrashi. Now to the scale, his opponent tomorrow night, coming to us from Accra, Ghana. Let's welcome Philip Kwanzaa. $130.1 for Philip Kwanzaa. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in the lightweight division.
alongside by Ziad Madrashi. Ziad, tell us about what tomorrow means to you.
كيف إحساسك وأنت تمثل المملكة العربية السعودية غدا؟
إحساسي والله شكور جدا بتمثيل بلدي وبمشاركتي في الحدث هذا العالمي وإن شاء الله نكون قدها إن شاء الله يا رب.
Well, he's very proud to be a Saudi boxer, and he's ready to represent Saudi Arabia in this international event.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ziad Madrashi, fighting here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tom, back to you.
We continue with the weigh-in process. Our next two combatants to the scale, competing in the women's lightweight division. First two. For Ragad Al-Naimi. Next to the scale, coming to us from Accra, Ghana, let's welcome Perpetual Okaija. 125.7 for Perpetual Okaija. Once again, these two ladies competing tomorrow in the lightweight division.
We are going to talk with Ragad Al-Naimi. Ragad, this is a massive event here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You are representing your home country. Tell us about the emotions that you feel heading in to tomorrow night.
I feel great, and I guess I'll be making history tomorrow. Special thanks to Prince Khalid for making all of this happen. And yeah, I'm just ready to fight.
What do you feel in terms of making history and also the fact that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is really making a history when it comes to the sport of boxing, and you are very much a part of that?
Again, I still feel unreal, but I'm just excited. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Ragad Al-Naimi. Tom, back to you.
Our next two combatants to the scale competing tomorrow in the light heavyweight division. First to the scale coming to us from Bangalore, India. Let's welcome Phil. $167.6 for Philip Sampson. Now to the scale from Qatif, Saudi Arabia. Let's welcome Salman Hamada.
All right, we are with Salman Hamada. Salman, the fans here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia are expecting you to put on a tremendous performance. What can you promise them as we look forward to tomorrow night?
سلمان الجمهور السعودي ينتظر منك الكثير، ايش توعدهم بكره؟
أولا الحمد لله رب العالمين، فخور إني واحد من اللاعبين السعوديين المشاركين في هذا الحدث العالمي الضخم، وإن شاء الله نقدم أفضل أداء، وإن شاء الله نكون في المستوى المطلوب، وإن شاء الله بإذن الله قادرين.
He said he's proud to be one of the 4 Saudi boxers tomorrow, and he's gonna do his best, and he promises the crowd, the Saudi crowd, to do his best and win tomorrow. And he said, I'm afraid to be Yasser, but I'm just joking.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Salman Hamada.
Our next 2 combatants to the scale competing tomorrow night in a 4-round super lightweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Los Angeles, California, known as the Evil Hero, here is Stuart Kellogg. $140.9 for Stuart Kellogg. And now we welcome to the scale his opponent tomorrow night, coming to us from Brooklyn, New York. Let's welcome Adam Saleh. $139.6 for Adam Saleh. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these 2 competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round super lightweight contest.
Okay, guys, go forward, go forward. Face forward, face forward, respect that. Thanks, guys, that's it, calm down.
We are with Adam Saleh. Adam, obviously tensions were building there, a little bit of pushing and shoving. What went through your mind? What happened there?
First of all, I want to give a huge thank you to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, thank you so much. A huge shout out also to Prince Khalid for making this all happen, to the Ministry of Sport of Saudi Arabia. I'm excited to put on a show. This is my home, baby. I'm excited to put on a show. I don't know what's up with him. He's nervous, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
So what's your prediction for tomorrow night against your opponent, Stuart Kellogg?
I'm knocking him out tomorrow, yeah. I'm knocking him out, baby. I'm knocking him out, inshallah, inshallah.
A knockout prediction from Adam Saleh. Tom, back to you.
Our next 2 combatants to the scale competing tomorrow in a scheduled 8-round lightweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Bucharest, Romania. It brings a professional record consisting of 23 wins, 9 defeats, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Viorel Simeon. $138.6 for Viorel Simeon. And next to the scale, fighting out of Dubai, he is a native of Jordan. He is undefeated with 7 wins. 6 of his 7 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Bader, the Master Al Samreen. 138 pounds for Bader Samreen. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 8-round lightweight contest.
Okay, forward.
'We continue the weigh-in process. Our next two combatants competing tomorrow in a 8-round cruiserweight contest. First to the scale from Baku, Azerbaijan. His professional record, 18 wins, 5 defeats. 17 of his 18 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Tyron Belligerent Shafarov. .5 for Tyron Shafarov. Now to the scale, his opponent tomorrow night, coming to us from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. Undefeated with 10 wins, 7 of his 10 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mussin, the Muslim boxer, Tyson. 199.1 for Mussin Tyson. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 8-round cruiserweight contest.
'All right, we are with Tervel Javravov. Tervel, tell us about what tomorrow means to you as you collide against Mushin Tyson.
I can only tell this, I come here for victory. Inshallah, tomorrow I will show what is the boxing.
How do you feel coming into the... All right, he's a man of few words, Tervel Javravov, ladies and gentlemen. Now let me talk with the impeccably. He is absolutely in tremendous physical shape, the undefeated Mushin Tyson. Mushin, can you tell us about what tomorrow is meaning to you fighting here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on a global event of this magnitude?
First of all, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you to Prince Khalid, thank you to the Kingdom of Saudi, and thank you for having me and blessing me, and thank you for the Ministry of Boxing. But this is my time. This is what I'm here for. This is what I've trained for all my life. I'm ready to fight.
He said the fight is not going the distance. What is your prediction for tomorrow night here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
I'm gonna be his genie. I'm gonna break that face tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mushin Kaysen. Tom?
Our next two combatants to the scale, competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest. First to the scale, coming to us from Ecuador. He brings a professional record consisting of 3 wins, just 1 defeat. One of his 3 wins comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ronald Martinez. .142.5 for Ronald Martinez. Now we welcome to the scale his opponent tomorrow night from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, undefeated with 1 win. That 1 win comes by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ziad Zizo Almayu. 145.6 for Ziad Almayu. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, these two competing tomorrow night in a scheduled 4-round welterweight contest.
We are with Ronald Martinez from Ecuador. Ronald, what does it mean for you to be a part of an event of this magnitude? ¿Qué significas peleando en una cartelera aquí en Saudi Arabia?
Me siento muy emocionado. Venimos de Ecuador y venimos a ganar, carajo.
He said, I'm very happy, I'm very excited, but we came from Ecuador to win. In your opinion, how is the fight going to play out tomorrow night? Una predicción para la pelea mañana contra Ziad Almayu.
Vamos a darle con todo y si se puede para el knockout, pues lo logramos.
He said, I'm going to come to win. If I can knock him out, that'll happen. But if not, I'm going to have my hand raised. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the Ecuadorian Ronald Martinez. And now we are with Ziad Almayu. Ziad, there was some tension during the face-off. What happened there, and what is your mindset right now?
Listen, first of all, I want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Sports, Skill Challenge Entertainment, and Prince Khalid, Prince Fahad. Listen, right now the talk is over. Like we said, the tension is there. I had to send my message and my hands are twitching. Tomorrow heads are gonna be twisting. I'm here to show what I have, and no one from my side is getting knocked out tomorrow.
The fans are coming. Obviously, they are very much behind you. What kind of performance are you going to give them here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
When you're winning, when you're fighting for so many people more than yourself, You're carrying a good weight on your shoulder, and that weight on your shoulder also you could use it to rise up. And there's pressure now, and I'm rising up to it, using the weight of all those beautiful people. Saudi Arabia, I love you. The Arab world, I love you. Tomorrow we will see. Tomorrow I will show you.
Ziad Al-Mayouf, ladies and gentlemen. Now send it back to Christina and Sean.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Great job up there with all of the fighters on the undercard preliminary bouts. And you can feel the tension starting to build. It was great to talk to Zizo yesterday. He has a ton of personality, which you were able to see on the stage. I mean, a fighter going into just a second professional fight right before a co-main event.
I tell you what, this is a great undercard. You can see everybody up there has a little bit more than just being a boxer. We got some entertainers on the stage, and that's what we need going into the big co-main and main event on Sunday night.
And speaking of the main event fighters are in the building with their teams. Both fighters will have their brothers on stage with them, and Logan Paul up there along with Tyson Fury. And speaking of our main event, the truth. There's been a lot of talk back and forth, 2 years or more in the making for this fight. What can fans expect, in your opinion, tomorrow night in our main event?
Well, this is as close as 50-50 as you can get. You got one guy who grew up in this sport but didn't actually compete in this sport, Tommy Fury. He knows his way around the ring, closing his eyes. And then you got another guy who just said, I'm gonna box. And just decided to do it, but didn't just decide to do it. He has thrown everything into boxing, his soul, his energy, his everything. And that's what makes this a 50-50 fight. You got the guy who's completely committed to this and nothing else. Another guy who's just kind of dibbled and dabbled. I know what I'm doing, but now's the time that I'm gonna show everybody that I know what I can do, what I can do. So this is 50-50. It's gonna be a great match. And I don't think both guys walk out of that ring. I think one guy is gonna be on his back.
Yeah, I think both of these guys willing to risk their and you can tell for sure Jake Paul saying, I think inside 4, that he's going for the KO, and Tommy Fury doubling down on that as well with his words and his purse.
Yeah.
More on that later, but for the boxing purist, we do have a world title fight in our co-main event. The champ Ilunga Makabu looking to defend his title for the 3rd time. And speaking of threes, it is an opportunity for Badou Jack to become a 3-time world champion should he dethrone Makabu. So we talked to both fighters yesterday. They're both ready. They understand that this fight likely won't go the distance, right? Like our main event saying too. Your thoughts on the co?
I believe it. This fight, the co-main event, does not go the distance. Makabu is very mean right now. I don't know Makabu to be mean. That means what's happening for Makabu is he feels disrespected. Badou Jack, you think you can move up to my division and take over? And then Badou's like, I've been here for a long time. I've done it twice, and I intend to do it again. So that is the fight that I don't want anyone to miss. It's not going to steal the show, but it's going to be close, and that's what you want going into the main event.
What do you think, quickly, before we get to the weigh-ins? For our main event, you got 2 undefeated fighters willing to risk their in a bigger fight than typical for a guy that's 8-0 and 6-0 in their professional career. I mean, they're fighting on pay-per-view. Millions will be watching. We are in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You know, Prince Khalid sitting in the front row. What do you think the emotions are and that they're feeling, getting ready to weigh in and see each other for the last time?
And first of all, it's okay for this to be as the magnitude of this to be what it is.
You can be nervous.
It's okay, okay? Because the thing is, these guys aren't just fighters, they're entertainers. They come from they have their own backgrounds, and they're bringing that to the ring. They can sell tickets. And that's why this is on this kind of stage, you know? So I do think that both of their emotions are running high. It's a family affair. So, I mean, it's even higher because of that. We got a great card for everyone. I don't want anyone to miss it. Make sure you order that pay-per-view.
That's right. All right, without any further ado, let's get our co-main and main events weighed in. I'm going to send it up now to the always dapper Michael Buffer.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to this official weigh-in for what will be a fantastic event tomorrow night and into the wee hours here and in Riyadh, Diriyah. It's going to be a great night of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. And it comes courtesy of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Ministry of Sport, working hand in hand with our proud presenter who put this all together, SCEE, Skill Challenge Entertainment, Chairman, His Highness Prince Khaled bin Abdulaziz, Executive Board Member, His Highness Prince Fahed bin Abdulaziz. Well, ladies and gentlemen, SCEE proudly presents The Truth in Diriyah. Let's start the weigh-in for our co-featured bout, a world championship contest. Sanctioned by the Middle East Professional Boxing Commission, who will be sanctioning all the bouts tomorrow, Commissioner Jose Mahone. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Let's bring the challenger up to the stage first. Originally from Sweden, but now living, training, and fighting out of Dubai. He's an Olympian who now has a professional record, standing at 33 professional bouts, 27 victories, 15 big wins by knockout, only 3 defeats with 3 draws. Ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time world champion, the former super middleweight champion of the world, the former light heavyweight champion of the world. He is Battle Jack the Ripper! 2-time world champion stepping on the scales as he challenges for his 3rd world title in the 3rd weight class. 199.84, I believe it is. 199.84 for the challenger from Dubai, the proud 2-time world champion, Jack the Ripper. Battle Jack the Ripper! And now let's bring the defending world champion up to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, he represents proudly the Democratic Republic of the Congo. His professional record, an outstanding one. 31 fights, 29 victories, 25 of those 29 victories by knockout, only 2 defeats. He is the reigning, defending 2-time WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Junior Elunga Macabo! 2-time world champion in the Cruiserweight division, representing the World Boxing Council and proudly representing the Republic of the Congo, stepping onto the scales.
D'ici ou d'ailleurs, nous sommes des enfants d'Afrique, même si le ciel tombait.
198.5 pounds for the reigning and defending 2-time world champion, representing the World Boxing Council, Junior Elunga Macabo! Here they are face to face. An outstanding co-featured battle tomorrow night. Challenger and champion. A 2-time world champion challenging for his 3rd title. The reigning and defending 2-time WBC world champion. With the prestigious green belt on the line. It's our co-feature tomorrow night.
All right, we are with the 2-division world champion, Badu Jack the Ripper. Badu, this is your 2nd straight fight here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Tell us about why this is almost like a second home to you and what the fans can expect tomorrow night.
First off, I want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Skill Challenge, Prince Khalid, the Ministry of Sport, and all the fans. And yeah, I believe in myself. I'm gonna become a 3-division world champion, make history, become the first Muslim to win a world title in Saudi Arabia.
Where do you feel like you have the advantages over Macabo? You have fought the world's best in 2 different weight classes. You've never shied away from your opponent, but where do you feel like you hold the edge?
I'm an all-around better boxer, a better fighter, in my opinion. But I don't underestimate him. He's very strong, very tough, but I believe I have what it takes.
In a perfect world, how does the fight end tomorrow night against Ilunga Junior Makabu?
With my hand raised and the new.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Badu Jack the Ripper. Now we are with the champion, the reigning WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world, Ilunga Junior Makabu. Ilunga, you said during the press conference around Badu, you go, I'm going to break his nose, I'm going to break his ribs. Essentially, I'm going to punish him. Why do you feel that way?
Thank you. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to God who gave me this opportunity to be here. I'm saying thank you to the King and the Prince of Arabia Saudi to give this invitation for me to be here. And I'm a world champion. I face the great boxer more than Badu Jack. That's why I'm 100% sure then I'll do what I say in press conference. I'm going to break him nose. I'm going to break him ribs. I'm going to knock him out. The referee is going to stop the fight. He will get punished for 12 rounds in the ring. Thank you.
My final question to you, your prediction for tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, I just want to leave a story in Arabia Saudi. I want everyone to know who's Junior Makabu. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ilunga Junior Makabu, the reigning WBC Cruiserweight Champion of the world. And now I'll turn it back over to the greatest to ever do it, the Hall of Famer himself, Michael Buffer.
Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to that moment of truth, the official weigh-in for the main event tomorrow night. There has never been in my 40 years a thing happening like this that you're about to see. They expect hundreds of millions of viewers around the world. It's available everywhere. That's why it's happening late at night into the wee hours here so the whole world can see it. And we can thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Ministry of Sport and SCEE for putting this all together and making this a worldwide event. So let's get going to the weigh-in for the featured bout of the evening. On the line, a special WBC commemorative Diriyah WBC Championship belt. 8 rounds of boxing in the cruiserweight division. Coming up to the scales first, fighting out of Manchester, England. His professional record, a perfect one. 8 fights, 8 victories, 4 big wins by knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury! Training and fighting out of Dorado, Puerto Rico. His record, like his opponent, also a perfect one. 6 fights, 6 victories, 4 big wins by knockout. He is the undefeated Jake, the Problem Child.
Trying to keep it peaceful is a struggle for me.
Two fighters with perfect records, both undefeated. An 8-round contest that will have hundreds of millions of viewers around the world watching us here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Stepping onto the scales, Jake Paul. 183.6 for the problem child, Jake Paul. Holding up the prestigious WBC belt, one of the legendary heavyweight contenders, Diriyah Chisora.
Somebody that knows something about it. And I won't ask now.
You didn't want to sign the contract. You didn't want to sign the contract. You didn't want to sign the contract. Go the fuck up. Sign the contract. Your dad told my manager. Your dad told my manager. You didn't want to sign the contract. Get out. Get out. Yo. I'm not 50. I'm going to fight you. It's over. It's over. You didn't want to make the bet. Over. But you didn't want to make the bet.
Play calm.
You didn't want to make the bet.
You're shitting yourself. It's over. It's over.
Delicious.
Fury versus Paul, 8 rounds in the cruiserweight division, and on the line, the new prestigious commemorative Diriyah WBC Championship belt. Undefeated versus undefeated. Somebody's O has got to go! Yeah! Come on!
All right. Let me talk with Tommy. We are with, look over here. We are with the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury. Tommy, the way in the face-off, obviously high tensions as you head into tomorrow night here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What are your emotions like after that intense face-off?
First things first, I want to thank the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Prince Khalid. You've treated us like kings. Thank you so much for having us. His time is up. Tomorrow night, his time is up. Jake Paul will no longer be boxing. I'm going to put this man away inside 4 rounds.
In your estimation, you've been here for close to 10 days here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. What has this experience been like for you?
It's been the best experience of my life. A little kid out of Manchester, headlining Saudi Arabia. It's a dream come true. And tomorrow night, it gets all the more sweeter.
How much do you carry? Your family name, the Fury name, is boxing royalty. How much do you carry that into the ring as you collide against Jake Paul tomorrow on pay-per-view?
Tomorrow night, you're going to see why our last name's Fury. Because we're the best at fighting to ever live. That's the reason why.
And finally, how's it going down tomorrow night against Jake Paul?
Knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the undefeated Tommy TNT Fury. All right, now we are with the problem child, Jake Paul. Jake, he's predicting a knockout. What is your response to his prediction tomorrow night?
That man's capping. He's acting on stage, getting all hyped up, trying to act like his brother. And all you people booing, y'all dumb as fuck too. This professional boxer is going down, man. It's easy, it's simple. I'm ready, calm, cool, collected, and this is what I do. He's never been in a moment like that. He's shaking. He's up on stage doing the interview like this. You can see his nerves running through his system. He can't stop moving. I'm chill. I'm a real killer. I don't gotta do all that acting shit. I'm a real fucking dog. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. from Ohio, from Cleveland. Real dog. None of that fake shit.
This is just your 7th professional fight. Did you ever envision that you would be headlining a pay-per-view, a global event here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
100%, man. This is destiny. This is destiny, simple and plain. Biggest in the business. We do the biggest shows and we knock people out. That's what I'm bringing tomorrow, and y'all are gonna see that. And then we're gonna come back and do another show here in Saudi. Bet on that.
You have said 4 rounds or under is when the fight will end. Are you sticking with that prediction?
100%, and like the posters say, the talk is over. We've done all the the hoopla, but it's time to figure out the truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the problem child, Jake Paul.
Of course, things got a little bit heated. You're even physically feeling heated. I mean, it's hot out here. Sean's got the jacket off. You know it's getting close to fight time. I know the blood's pumping inside you. Your heart's beating quick. What are you feeling right now?
Man, you knew it was going to be that.
I mean,
but to see it in live in action, you guys got to be tuned in on fight night, because we're going to get a little bit more than we got just right there. I would unbutton it more because I'm hot.
But it's a family program, Sean.
And I'm fat under here, you know, so I got to.
He is retired.
Yeah. But no, they just gave us a preview of what fight night is going to be. Action-packed from beginning to end. You don't want to miss it.
That face-off? I mean, is that what you expected when they got head-to-head, that face-off? Did you expect that energy?
Absolutely. These guys have been talking crap for the past 2 years. They couldn't wait for this moment. 2 failed attempts of trying to get these guys together. Finally, it was able to come together. It happens in Diriyah, February 26th. You don't want to miss it. This is absolutely, look at you can feel the electricity, the energy in the crowd.
Yeah.
If this is what it's like at the weigh-in, what do you think is going to happen at the fight?
It's exactly what you said. They've been waiting on that moment, just to weigh in. You get the weigh-in out of the way, and then it's fight time. Yeah. But let me send that last message to you. Let me look in your eyes and tell you that I want to hurt you on fight night. Right there, that's real.
The next time those two will see each other after over 2.5 years, will be face-to-face in the ring.
2 years
with the referee in between them, getting ready to get it on.
Back and forth, back and forth. These guys have been talking online. They've been trash talking. Couldn't get into the country, family issues or injuries, whatever it was. Jake's been calling him out. Now they were finally able to do it. It's neutral territory. It's not in the U.S. It's not in the U.K. It's in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And as Prince Khalid says, this is just the beginning of what's to come with fights like this.
Well, we can't wait. This has been an incredible journey to this point, only to be topped with the cherry on top tomorrow night. It's going down from Diriyah, Saudi Arabia, who has been an amazing host to us this far. It is on pay-per-view. If you're not joining us here in Saudi Arabia, make sure you buy the pay-per-view on BT Sport box office in the UK. Check your local cable providers in the US and digitally exclusively on ESPN Plus tomorrow, February 26th. We will see you there. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world but ringside tomorrow night. Amir, Sean, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
Thank you to all the fighters in their camps. Thanks to everyone watching us live, broadcasting from Saudi Arabia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the weigh-in, the truth at Diriyah. We're only 24 hours away from a moment of boxing history, a fight night that will be remembered forever here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. We'll see you all tomorrow, the 26th of February 2023. The truth at Diriyah. This was Yasser Al-Sagaf. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Say what you will about the problem child. He delivers.
Tommy TNT Fury.
What a punch. Great shot.
Tommy Fury has got the job done.